Bookkeeping is essential if you want success. Here's a video to help guide you.
Top of the morning, peace be with you, peace be with you. It is Cowie, the Horn of Gideon, and I am here because New Year's is almost here. And well, I started New Year's with the Israelites, but New Year's is almost here regardless. And you guys need to keep up with your bookkeeping, guys. So I'm doing another bookkeeping video to remind you guys, let's start this year off with our bookkeeping up to par. Look at this. You need to get yourself a monthly bookkeeping book, guys. All right. Now I'm going to show you the inside again. Look at my copper pen. It's nice, right? Yeah. You got 3 sections here. And what I like to do is I like to put the date at the top. Like this would be January, February, March. Again, January, February, March. Now, at the top, since I know I get paid 4 times a month, I take a block and I make 4 blocks for pay. I take my credit card, I make 4 blocks for my credit card. I do that so I can keep up with how, with how much I got paid that month and how much I spent on my credit card. Why do I keep my pay and my credit card right next to each other like that? Because just as much as I like to keep up with how much money I'm making, I like to keep up with my miscellaneous spending. And that's what I use my credit card for. See, when I make market, I consider making market, like actually making market, I consider that to be like a primary spending. So I might put something like food. And even with food, I would probably put a 1, 2, 3, 4 block mark so that I can have a space for my food. So I consider food to be like a primary spending. I don't use my credit card for food. I don't mind, because what happens is you go to your bank account online, you want to use the bookkeeping book while you're looking at your online bank account so you can keep up with the flow of your spending. When you use your credit card for miscellaneous spending like candy bars and just miscellaneous things that you don't want to try to keep up with in your bookkeeping book, because we're supposed to be trying to keep up with our spending. So everything you spend is supposed to be showing up in your bookkeeping book. You want to put the miscellaneous items on your credit card. So that way you just got one place where all that miscellaneous stuff is at. My credit card. You know what I'm saying? That way when you look at your bookkeeping book, everything is flowed easily. You know, now I don't know what other bills you might have, and I ain't about to show mine, but again, you put your pay, 4 blocks, and again, it says checking here. Under check, I put if it's paid or not. If it's paid, I put paid. If it's not, I leave it blank. That way I know I didn't pay that bill yet. And then I put the date here so I can keep up with the dates of the bills that I know that are coming. And I put the amount over here where it says amount at. So under pay 2, that's why I put down what I'm getting paid or what I had to pay, or what other bills needed to be paid. I put down the date. I put down if it's paid or not. And again, if it's not paid, I leave it blank. That way I know I need to pay that. And again, you got sections here, 1, 2, 3. So you can put January, February, March. Over here, they got this area where you can keep up with like cost of goods. I wouldn't use this, especially if I was in business. I would just get a whole nother bookkeeping book for the cost of my goods. Then they got operating expenses where you can kind of keep up like a yearly date to date of what you're spending on, like your water, your electricity, your rent. I haven't been using this either. And if I did use it, I would just be rounding it off to like these 3 months right here. I would round it off and then write it in here if I was going to use it, but I don't, because when you get to this next block, it's not there, you see. So you got the rows for you to put the months. Like this would end up being April, May, June, July. So this section isn't even on each page, which I think that they should change it and have this section on each page, but they don't. So I would just use this to keep up with the year to date and to write down how much this bill usually is supposed to be. Like, if you know your rent's the same thing every month, then you write it down here. That way you can keep it together. If your electricity is usually around the same amount, you write it here. That way you know. All right, get a bookkeeping book, guys. Let's be successful this year coming in. Let's be the most successful we ever been in our lives. You cannot be successful if you're not keeping up with the flow of your money. You cannot be successful if you aren't fighting that urge to want to spend on things that are meaningless. Because it's actually a habit. Spending money on things is a habit, like smoking or drinking. You'll just do it just because. You will literally spend money just because you feel like you should spend money because you got money to spend. And they know this. The world knows this. That's why they got all these triggers all over the place. Leaving the candy bars right at the cash register. You know what I mean? All kinds of little tricks they do, marketing tricks to get you to just spend. And you'd be surprised, even in the middle, in the truck, in the middle of nowhere, how you just feel like you just need to spend some money on something. True. Sometimes I have food in the truck and I just want to eat out. I don't even know why. Don't even be really hungry. I just feel like eating out. Then I realize I'm addicted to eating out. I just like to eat out. Got to fight that spirit when it comes to trying to save that dollar. I got bigger goals than eating out for today. You know what I'm saying? You do too. Let's get it going. Hey, we're going to have a successful year this year. This is going to be the year of the comeback, baby. Yes. Peace be with you. Amen. I mean, so be it.
As you know, we do not take donations. So if you want to show some support, please come purchase some oil, purchase some incense, and you can find that at theincenseman.com. Again, that's theincenseman.com. We have plenty of names you could choose from. If there are any names that you don't see, please let me know. I will make sure it is there. Peace be with you. Amen. I mean, so be it.